Today's reading is Hornet, an entry from the Monster Encyclopedia book series. Large bug-type monsters, even among the bee family. Just like other bee family monsters, they make a nest and live in groups centered around a queen. Even among the members of the bee family, their disposition is extremely ferocious and they fly around in search of prey and human men throughout the day. When they spot prey, they stop its movements with their spears, which are painted with a paralyzing venom, and then take the prey back to their nest. Additionally, the stinger on their abdomen can be used to inject a lewd venom that incites sexual arousal in human men. Perhaps because they always got this lewd venom stored in their abdomen, they're often unbearably horny, and they're dying to rape a human man. For that reason, when they spot a human man, they'll gleefully fly towards him and then stop his movements with the paralyzing poison on their spears, then inject him with the lewd venom from the stinger on their abdomen, capturing the man with these two venoms, and then, with a man in sight, in order to soothe their even more violently throbbing body, they will rape the man thoroughly until satisfied. After that, once they've had their fill, or satisfaction, in the case that the queen is unmarried, the man will be taken back to the nest as a candidate. A man, luckily chosen by the queen, will get to spend the rest of his life being violated by the queen every day. But the ownership of the rest of the men not chosen as her husband transitions to the workers which brought them in. It brings great joy to their hearts when a man they violated thoroughly enough to remember the taste of his mana becomes their own. When they think about being able to spend every day violating said man, it makes their body tremble with anticipation and happiness. Naturally, they then take the man to their personal room given to them and release their happiness and anticipation by crashing into the man's body with all their strength and looting him to their further satisfaction. Furthermore, in the case that the queen already has a husband, there's no longer any need for them to bring men back for selection, but in that case they can just skip the whole selection process and do as they please with the men they capture. For that reason, their search for men become even more active. Also, they get along badly with the honeybee from the same bee family no less, and they can often be seen fighting over these same men. One-on-one, the hornets are stronger than the honeybee by far, and there's no way that they would lose. But when the honeybees come in large numbers, they get pinned down. After having their entire body covered in alluring nectar, commonly collected by the honeybee, and getting teased all over their body, the pleasure brought about is so intense that they've become unable to do anything in form of fighting back. Hornets who have had this happen to them are then brought into the honeybee's hive, and there they continue to be immersed in even more nectar and pleasure, and they're made to thoroughly savor the sweet pleasure of honeybees. In this way, honeybees change the hornet into having a gentle personality, preferring sweet sex with men, almost like a honeybee. These hornets eat alluring nectar with the other honeybees and maintain their body. On top of that, since they're become quite gentle, they no longer inject men with the lewd venom, and it starts to violate their own body, changing it to become even more lewd and sensitive. In this manner, a hornet with a body and heart melted by pleasure is made to be even more sweetly and lewdly tempting to a man than even a honeybee.